How to have fun anytime, anywhere. Step 1. Go to ChumbaCasino.com.
ChumbaCasino.com. Got it.
Step 2. Collect your welcome bonus.
Come to Papa welcome bonus.
Step 3. Play hundreds of casino-style games for free.
That's a lot of games. All for free?
Step 4. Unleash your excitement.
Woohoo!
Chumba Casino has been delivering thrills for over a decade. So claim your free welcome bonus now and live the Chumba life. Visit ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
It's mine. And before we get into the story for tonight, I'd like to ask your cooperation. I want you to help us find some people, a special kind of people. You see, the folks we want to know about are the ones who have hearts as big as Pike's Peak. Take Fort Collins, for instance. I'd be willing to bet that there are hundreds there who would qualify. And how about the state of Wyoming? I happen to know from experience that it's famous for its friendliness and hospitality. Name any town, Lyman, Walsenburg, Akron, Fairplay. There must be big-hearted people in all of them. Look in your block, across the alley, down the county road from your ranch or farm, anywhere. You find them in unusual places. Then tell us about them, these great people carrying big hearts.
Here is a new program, a program for you, the people, a program known as The Biggest Heart, presented each week at this time by Fred Ward Incorporated, your Hudson dealer and distributor. In every city in this land, there are folks who think about the other fellow once in a while. In every small town, on ranches and farms, there is a person who's always around when things go wrong and a friend is needed. You don't see their names in the papers. They may not be rich or famous, but they are the kind of people this world of ours can't do without, for they've got big, wide-open hearts. If you know of some such person, write a detailed letter to Fred Ward, KLZ, Denver, for we want the world to know about them. And now here is your narrator, Pete Smythe, to tell you about tonight's person of the big heart.
If you will look at the calendar as of today and count toward the end of the year, you will find that there are exactly 51 days until Christmas. Now, I don't mean to be telling you to hurry with your shopping. There's plenty of time for that. But I do want you to understand why tonight's story of the big heart is a Christmas story. We have a very special reason for telling it tonight. You will understand when you hear it. For it's a story about a Santa Claus, a year-round Santa Claus right here in Denver. At West Colfax in Mariposa, just before you start over the West Colfax Viaduct, you have often noticed an expansive group of well-kept brick buildings. They are known as the Lincoln Park Housing Project, and that is where I found Santa. I had been told that he lived in number 231. I knocked on the door.
Yes?
I'm looking for a Mr. Rabinoff, Max Rabinoff.
I am Max Rabinoff.
Are you Santa Rabinoff?
The one and the same. Here, have one of my cards.
Thank you. Sure enough, the card read Santa Rabinoff. He stood there smiling as I gave him a quick glance. He actually looked like the real thing without the beard and the red suit. Same size, same twinkle in the eye, the same coloring, and the same roly-poly construction.
You like the cards?
Yes, they're very nice.
In the housing project, there are over 1,000 children under 15 years old. They all started calling me Santa, and I liked it, so I had the cards made.
Well, I think that's a fine compliment to be called Santa.
Well, it makes me feel good inside when the little ones call me that. I like it better than Max. Max is just another name, but Santa, that means something.
And this goes on year-round, March, and July, and September?
365 days a year. You know, it's very funny the way it happens sometimes. For instance, a few weeks ago, a little girl brought a little boy to my door. It seems that the little boy had been telling the little girl that there wasn't any Santa, and she was trying to prove to him that there was. Well, hello, Judy. What can I do for you today, huh?
There he is. Now, what'd I tell you? Oh, that ain't Santa Claus. He's new here, Santa. He says you're only in fairy tales.
Oh, Well, now, have a good look, young man. Here, shake hands. There now. Don't I feel real just like you, huh?
Is your name Santa?
Well, that's what they call me.
You do look like him. A little bit. You're kind of fat.
To my face, he tells me.
If you're Santa, where's your beard?
Well, don't you think it's a hot day to be wearing a beard?
And where's your red suit?
That I wear on special occasions only.
Santa, he doesn't have any toys to play.
What? Well, now, we can't have that. You come along with me, huh? And we'll see what we have in the workshop. Here we are. Now, go on in, children. You see, this is where I mend the toys and make new ones.
There. What did I tell you? Gee. Gosh.
We have wagons and scooters and doll buggies and swings and games and...
Gee. You have more toys than the May Company.
Oh, well, maybe not that many. Now, I'm going to tell you a little secret. You see, I'm not the real Santa. I'm just one of his helpers,
What's your real name?
Max Drebinoff. And what's your real name, huh?
Jimmy?
All right, Jimmy. Now, what do you think you'd like, huh? A wagon, a tricycle, a game?
Mr. Rubinoff?
Yes, Jimmy.
Could I maybe have a wagon?
Oh, I think you can have a wagon and not even maybe. Here. How about this one, huh?
Gee, thanks, Mr. Rubinoff. His name is not Mr. Rubinoff.
Oh, that's all right, Judy. It doesn't matter.
Why don't you just call him Santa?
Yes, it's much more simple.
This is a real nice wagon. Gee, thank you, Thank you, Santa. There. Now, what did I tell you?
So, you see, perhaps the reason the children call me Santa is because they can't pronounce my name. Rubinoff, Rabinoff, Offendorf. It makes no difference. Santa's easier.
Well, I think the reason is pretty clear. Tell me, Santa, how did all this get started?
Well, it really started about 3 years ago. I'd been working pretty hard in my business, maybe too hard, in fact. One evening, my wife and I were eating supper. I began to have a funny feeling in the chest. I remember Jenny had cooked me a very nice dinner.
Why, Max, you haven't even touched your food. Aren't you hungry?
It must be that I ate too much for lunch.
But you're looking so pale, so tired.
Oh, no, I'm all right. I think if I could just lie down for a
Max,
little while,
wait.
I would feel better.
Max, let me help you.
I have a funny feeling here in the chest, right here by the heart.
Max, Max, oh, Max. Oh, Dr. Grimes, how is he? How is my Max?
Mrs. Rabinoff, your husband is a very sick man. He's suffering from a serious heart ailment. We call it coronary thrombosis, but it's still heart trouble.
Will he live?
Yes, he'll live. He has many years ahead of him. If he's careful.
Oh, what can we do for him?
He must have rest, a long rest. He mustn't work for some time. He's worked too hard already.
Well, will he be able to return to his business?
Well, Mrs. Rabinoff, I'll be able to tell you more about that in about a year.
A year?
Or perhaps 2 years. I know it's a long time, but if you want my frank advice, I would go even stronger than that. I would suggest that Max retire.
Retire?
Yes. I'm sorry, but you see, this life is a tough one, and Max hasn't had it easy. And I think he's earned a long vacation.
Well, I've rested and rested and difficult for a man who has worked hard for many years to do. I like to work. I like to keep busy. When we came here to Lincoln Park to live, I began feeling better, and I found a way to keep busy.
The children?
Yes. Most of them were little ones. I started just by fixing their broken toys, replacing the lost bolts and screws, and general tinkering with the trikes and skates. At first, my only tools were a pair of pliers and a screwdriver. Then I began to notice that many of the children didn't have playthings. This made me very unhappy, for I couldn't afford to buy toys for all of them. And then, one day, a wonderful idea came to me. A way to get toys for all the children. Are you Mr. Bixby?
That's right, I'm Bixby.
You the manager of the toy department?
Yes, and the buyer.
My name is Rabinoff, Max Rabinoff, and I have an idea. In your store here, you must have lots of toys that get broken in shipping or don't run for some reason, and you can't sell them.
Yes, occasionally.
Well, I'm pretty handy with tools, and I could fix them up and give them to the children who don't have many toys.
I see. That's not a bad idea.
If you could only see their smiles, you'd know how good it is.
Yes. Yes, Mr. Rabinoff, we'll see what we can do.
Are you Miss Rolfe?
Yes.
Oh, your shop is very beautiful, especially the dolls.
Why, thank you.
Miss Rolfe, you sometimes have broken dolls?
Yes, I'm afraid so. You'd be surprised what our breakage is.
Mm-hmm. Well, I know several hundred little girls who don't have nice dolls.
Several hundred little girls.
Yes, in my neighborhood. And if I could have your broken dolls, I could fix them up as good as new and make some little folks very happy. And not only that, Miss Rolfe,
Yes.
it will make you very happy, too. But, Mr. Porter, all these toys and things just pile up in your storeroom and gather dust. I can make them useful again and then see that they go where they will do the most good. It will cost you nothing, and the boys and girls will appreciate it so much. You'll never know how much until you see them. Mr. Lacrosse, have you ever seen the faces of poor children when you hand them a shiny toy? Miss Kent, you won't know these toys when I get through with them. If they can be fixed, I'll fix them. Mr. Marshall, if you could only see their smiles.
When Santa Rabinoff had a wonderful idea, he followed it through. He covered the city, tirelessly calling on department stores, doll shops, hardware stores, bicycle shops. If they sold anything for children, they were treated to Santa's pleasant, persuasive brand of salesmanship. And his idea worked. Soon there was a steady stream of broken and unsaleable toys flowing toward the little workshop at Lincoln Park. He acquired new tools, a bandsaw, a drill press to make his job easier and faster. And before long, it was necessary to move to larger quarters, a big basement room beneath the recreation hall of the housing project. And now, it looks exactly like the real Santa's workshop must look at the North Pole. As you stand there amidst the neat rows of toys and the shelves, wheels and spare parts and bolts, and you smell the wood shavings and the paint, you can almost see the little elves busy with their hammers and their brushes at their benches. That is, if you believe in Santa Claus. But not all of Santa's time was spent in his workshop. There was no doubt about it. Santa loves children. But he is especially fond of the ones who are confined to their beds with diseases like rheumatic fever or polio. He has ways of learning where they live and just what they need to shorten the long days and nights.
It is Ryan here, and I have a question for you. What do you do when you win? Like, are you a fist pumper, a woohooer, a hand clapper, a high fiver? If you want to hone in on those winning moves, check out Chumba Casino. Choose from hundreds of social casino-style games for your chance to redeem serious cash prizes. There are new game releases weekly, plus free daily bonuses. So don't wait. Start having the most fun ever at ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
And it doesn't make any difference whether he knows them or what their race, creed, or color.
Let's see now. This is the third floor. Now, apartment 3, 5, 6, 7. This must be the place.
Yes.
Mrs. Hendricks,
Yes.
I heard your little boy is sick.
Oh, yes, that's right.
Well, I brought him a few little things to play with.
Why, thank you very much, but
See, in this box is a puzzle. It's a nice game for sick boys. Keeps them busy a long time. And here are some logs to build things with, right in bed. And here's a scrapbook.
Oh, but you don't know us. Who told you about my boy?
He'll like the scrapbook. See, it's full of pictures, trains, automobiles, and animals.
It's very nice.
Well, it's not fancy. I made it myself.
You're very kind to do this
I'll tell you
for
a little secret. I think I'm just a little boy sometimes when I'm cutting out the pictures and pasting, and I have such a good time myself.
I'd let you see him now, but he's asleep.
Oh, that's all right. That's all right. I'll come back.
And who should I tell him brought these things?
Just tell him Santa. Yes, he'll like that. Just tell him Santa.
The year round, no matter if it be Halloween or the 4th of July, or if it be the Christmas season or the fishing season, Max Rabinoff makes it his responsibility to see that children have a reason to smile. He can't look after all, but he puts a light in thousands of young eyes each year. As always, I couldn't resist trying to learn why some people seem to be born with a kindness and goodness that flavors their entire lives. So, I asked him about his own childhood. His answer was unexpected, but a pleasant surprise.
I was born in Bobrisky, Russia. I had 2 older brothers, 2 brothers younger. Oh, they were very poor. I never had many playthings myself, and not even good clothes. I still remember how proud I was of a coat my mother cut down and made to fit me from my father's old Prince Albert. My boots were too big, and, well, the old officer's cap I had kept sliding down over my ears. But I didn't mind. He would have thought I was the Tsar himself. But there was another day, many years later, when I was even more proud.
And what day was that?
Well, that was when I stood in the courtroom in New York City with a group of others and heard the judge say,
Your petitions for citizenship in the United States have been granted. The court will administer the oath. Raise your right hand and repeat with me the oath. I hereby declare an oath that I absolutely and entirely renounce and abjure all allegiance and fidelity to any foreign prince to the United States, and that I take this obligation freely and without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion, so help me God.
That day meant a lot to me. It was the end of a long, hard struggle. You know, I don't think most people know what it means to be an American.
No, I don't suppose we stop to think about it very much.
You have to live through not being one. I remember a young German fellow named Werner. Let's see, it was back in the 1920s, I think. He was engaged to an American girl, but she wouldn't marry him until he became a citizen. He had tried and failed the examination, so the girl asked me to help him. In the evenings, I'd go to his house and we'd study.
But you see, Mr. Rabinoff, I have troubles with the English. It makes the government hard to understand. So when they are asking the questions too, I cannot explain in my words what I'm meaning.
Now, wait. Werner, you're a farmer, aren't you?
Yeah. All I want is to get married and have a nice little farm and some children.
You'll have your farm, and the children, too. Now, what is the Constitution?
Yeah. Constitution. Well, it's the Constitution.
Now, wait. How do you farm?
Huh? Well, I get the ground ready. I put the seeds in. Then they grow from the sunshine to rain. I pull out the weeds. Then later I reap the harvest.
But the seeds, the crops, what is it makes them grow? Isn't there a law?
Oh, yeah, I see what you mean. There is a law of nature.
That's it. It is a fundamental law of farming. Now, the Constitution is to the government of the United States the same as the law of nature is to farming.
Oh, yeah.
Now, there are three kinds of farming, aren't there?
How do you mean?
Well, dairy farming.
Yeah.
Farming the ground like vegetables, potatoes, and wheat. And then fruit farming like, cherries and apples.
Yeah.
Well, there are three branches to the government: executive, legislative, and judicial.
Yeah.
Now, you run the farm. You are the executive. You see? It's all just like farming.
Yeah, I see. Just like farming. And I'll be the executive. I'll be the boss. Huh?
The boss? Well, I don't know. You'd better ask your new wife about that.
Yeah.
And did young Werner get our government all figured out?
Yes. He passed the examination, married the girl, and I suppose they're still farming. I haven't heard from him for a long time, but he turned out to be a good American citizen. You see, he too knows what it means to be one.
That briefly is the story of Santa Rabinoff. He traveled a long, rough, roundabout road from Bobroisk, Russia to Denver, Colorado. But he always managed to keep a firm hold on his faith and his courage and his belief in things that are right and good. He's known what it is to be poor and sick and tired and hungry. Perhaps that is why he thinks so much about other people and their problems and needs. Perhaps that's why his heart is so big. And now there's a sequel to the story, and it isn't easy to tell. Usually at this time on this program, we introduce to you in person the man or woman of the big heart. I had hoped to do that tonight. In fact, I've been looking forward to it for 2 weeks, ever since I met Santa Rabinoff. But Tuesday afternoon, I decided to check with him to see if he was all set to appear tonight. I dialed his number. Hello, may I speak to Max, please?
Who is speaking, please?
This is Pete Smythe. It's about the radio program.
Oh. I'm sorry. Mr. Rabinoff had a heart attack this morning. He passed away about 11 o'clock.
sorry. Thank you. Well, there isn't much one can say at such a time. At first, we weren't going to do the story at all, but after discussing it with members of Max's family, his 4 daughters and his 2 sons, we all decided that we should tell it, that it just might do some good to tell it. Well, if it has done that, even though it might be just a little bit, then we know that that's the way that Santa Rabinoff would have wanted it.
As you all know, the 1950 Community Chest Campaign is now in full swing. It has been extended for another week so that workers may contact every citizen. At this time, in place of the commercial message usually heard, I'd like to talk to you about your community chest. The 88 agencies that make up the community chest are counting on you. This year, because of greater population, the Denver area community chest is serving many more individuals and families. You are asked only once, so your contribution should be large enough to do good for all. Those of you, and there are many, who have made contributions at your places of employment can do a bit more, perhaps, by contributing to the worker who calls it your home. That is through the Residence Division of the Chest Campaign. Better still, you have a simple, easy way to contribute without waiting to be asked by a door-to-door canvass. If you will pick up your phone at the earliest opportunity and call an easily remembered number, Main 2221, a community chest worker will come to you and receive your contribution. Call Main 2221. Ask for Miss Red Feather. Tell her you want your contribution picked up at your address. Give, and give generously, to the Denver Area Community Chest. And now, Pete Smythe, speaking for Fred Ward.
Thank you, Bill. Tonight you've heard the story of how one person did something every day to make our world a better place in which to live. And on these programs, we plan to present a scroll and gifts and surprises to that person we salute. We had plans for Santa Rabinoff. For instance, the one thing he needed and wanted was a vise for his workbench. I only wish we could have given it to him this evening. However, the members of his family have requested that the money that would have been spent for the gifts for Mr. Rabinoff be used instead for a Christmas party for the children at Lincoln Park. So this is what we're going to do.
Plans are already underway to make this the best Christmas ever for all of Santa's children at Lincoln Park. There will be a big tree, the largest one we can fit into the recreation hall.
There will be boxes of apples and oranges.
And special entertainment by KLZ radio personalities. Art Gow, Red Allen, Master Chip, and Mr. Pete, and others. And I'd like to be there too, Pete.
Well, thank you. We'll expect you. And there'll be candy and popcorn balls and bubble gum and all kinds of good things to eat.
And baskets of food.
And, of course, toys and games and dolls. And all these things will bear cards that read, From Santa Rabinoff, Merry Christmas.
If any of you listeners would like to send gifts or toys for Santa Rabinoff's Christmas party, just send them to KLZ Denver. We'll see that they are placed under the tree for some youngster.
And now I have the scroll, which will be sent to Mrs. Max Rabinoff. And it reads, The Biggest Heart, Max Santa Rabinoff, presented November 3rd, 1950 on the Biggest Heart program, radio station KLZ. Great people carry big hearts. Santa Rabinoff. May there be more like him.
If you would like to suggest some big-hearted person for this program, The Biggest Heart, just write a letter to Fred Ward, KLZ Denver. Letters will be judged on what the person has done for others, so be as complete as possible. In our cast tonight, Jim Herrick played the part of Max Rabinoff. Also heard were Barbara Peters, Karen Evans, Johnny Zoll, and Dick Wolhoff. Script by Barbara Peters and Pete Smythe. Direction, Charles Roberts. This is Bill Jones inviting you to listen next Friday night at 7:30 when Fred Ward, your Hudson dealer and distributor, will present the 4th in this new series of programs saluting The Biggest Heart.
This is KLZ-FM, Denver.
Hey, it's Ryan Seacrest. Life comes at you fast, which is why it's important to find some time to relax. A little you time. Enter Chumba Casino. With no download required, you can jump on anytime, anywhere for the chance to redeem some serious prizes. So treat yourself with Chumba Casino and play over 100 online casino-style games, all for free. Go to ChumbaCasino.com to collect your free welcome bonus. Sponsored by Chumba Casino.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.